new setup, who dis. It's definitely not done, but you know I still had to come back for the content. So PlayStation just came out with a new state of play, and here's everything big that you need to know about. So during PlayStation's last state of play, they actually announced a game named Concord. And after they announced this game, honestly, we still didn't know much. But luckily, after this last state of play, we now know a bit more. Essentially, this game is set in a science fiction universe. Concord is a player versus player first-person shooter, in which players compete in matches as free gunners, interstellar mercenaries. This game looks like a very interesting take on a first-person shooter. A very creative, obviously not really realistic approach to a first-person shooter, which is very different from a lot of first-person shooter games that come out today. We apparently are going to have a lot of story elements within this game.
We're the free gunner crew of the North Star. And together, we're going to make our mark on this galaxy.
And as we get closer to the game's release, I will be making another video on it to let you guys know a little bit more. So make sure to subscribe to keep up with that and all the other PlayStation news, reviews, and analysis. God of War Ragnarok is coming to PC on September 19th, and I feel like we've been getting a lot of God of War news, so that's really good. I really like this game, and I know a lot of other people did as well. The game originally came out in 2022, and I can't even believe that it's been that long ago. This PC version will include a super ultra wide display support. Ragnarok on PC will also include the game's Valhalla DLC.
Fate only binds you if you let it. Do what is necessary. Not because it is written.
The much-loved Astro Bot is coming back in a new game from developer Team Azobi, and it's just called Astro Bot. And like Astro's Playroom, it's made of all things PlayStation. Astro can form into PlayStation's most loved characters, including Kratos, Aloy, and Nathan Drake. And it can even turn into a PlayStation console. The whole turning into other PlayStation characters kind of reminds me of the game Sackboy / Little Big Planet, because you could do that in that game as well. Astro is such a cute game and it's so colorful. It's a good game for kids and adults, and it looks like there's going to be a lot for you to do in this game. Astro Bot is going to hit your console on September 6th. Again, I'll be making a separate video for this game as well. Make sure to stay tuned and subscribe. It almost feels like the mascot games that we used to get years ago that we barely get anymore, so it's very refreshing to see. They announced a new Monster Hunters game, which is called Monster Hunters Wild, which will actually be out next year, so we have a bit to wait. And this will be an open world follow-up to Monster Hunter World. And the only trailer that they released was a more gameplay focused trailer, so we don't know much about the story or anything like that yet. We are getting a remake of Silent Hill 2, and this will be released on October 8th. The creepy new trailer shows us what to expect. We can always use a new horror game.
I'm kind of lost. I'm looking for Silent Hill.
I think you should stay away. This town, there's something wrong with it?
Is it dangerous?
Maybe.
I'll be careful.
I'm not lying.
Dynasty Warriors returns. They haven't been seen since 2018, but that's about to change with Dynasty Warriors Origins, which is coming to PS5 next year, along with Windows PC and the Xbox Series. We're getting an Until Dawn remaster, which was a loved game a few years ago, and it was already really great graphics back then. I can only imagine what they're gonna do with it now. Hopefully, like I said earlier, they're going to be taking advantage of the new PS5 graphics that barely anybody uses, and it'll be coming to Windows as well. All new and improved. Super excited to see this game. We all really loved it when it first came out. Next, we have a new game announcement, Where the Wind Meets. And honestly, when I first saw this, it kind of gave me Ghost of Tsushima vibes. Unfortunately, since this is just an announcement trailer pretty much, we don't really get much but visuals to go off of. But this game does look like it has a really interesting concept and hopefully really good gameplay, so we'll see. Infinity Nikki looks like it could be a really cutesy type game that might not be for everybody, but hey, if it's for you, it's for you. It almost gives me like Princess Peach vibes or like a Nintendo game vibe, so it's really good to see that PlayStation is now incorporating some of these more light-hearted titles. With this game's beta test expected soon, letting players explore a beautiful fantasy world with their furry friend Momo. A lot of people say think Breath of the Wild, but with a really cute outfit. I'm really curious to see how this game performs and what this game is about as it gets closer to release and as we see more about it.
Momo, I think I was dreaming.
It wasn't a dream. We were really transported to Mirrorland!
The path of a stylist is never easy. So, are you ready for it?
Ready!
We're ready. Ready!
Next, we have another announcement trailer, Ballad of Antara. And this game looks like it could be a bit dramatic, so yeah, you know PlayStation has that in the bag. It's a very ambitious Souls-like action game, coming in 2025. And according to the game's official description, a faraway land is on the verge of being lost to a conflict from eons ago and the invasion that followed it. Embark on a perilous journey, seek towering divine creatures to reclaim the twisted and lost fundamentals of the world. We have a new Aliens game coming out, Alien Rogue Incursion. This game is an intense single-player action horror game, and this is actually the first Alien game that's made for virtual reality, and this will be coming to PSVR 2 this holiday season. Last but certainly not least, we have a game called Behemoth, and this game actually looks like it's pretty good. I just watched the trailer. I've never seen it before, but it looks like it could be pretty interesting. Skydance's Behemoth promises an adventure through strange, otherworldly environments and battles against towering monsters. With VR combat and real-life physics, the PSVR 2 owners will be able to test those claims out for themselves when Behemoth arrives later this year. So a couple new VR titles, so that's pretty exciting for all of you who invested in it. But how do you guys feel about all these announcements that came out? A lot of people were saying that they did not like anything that announced, but you know, they're not going to have heavy hitters come out every year. And I think this is a great time to give these smaller franchises a try, because they can actually be really good when you actually try them out for yourselves. Don't forget to let me know what you think in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Pause for now, play forever. AK out.